Hey Jackson, it's Mr. Jones here today, and here I am at Kelly's Island, Ohio, up on Lake Erie, and it's not far from Cedar Point. That gives you a reference point. So not far from where you are right now, and I'd like to give you a tour of these glacier grooves, as they are the most famous glacier grooves in all of the world. So let me give you a tour, and let's check it out.
In the back of your mind,
If anybody knows snow, it's somebody who lives in Ohio, right? So we know, we love the snow. It piles up, creates snow days. Oh, please, another one, okay? We all wish and hope for one, right? Well, think of a snow day that just keeps happening and happening and happening. It just keeps piling up that snow. If you've ever been in a dog pile or anybody sat on top of you, if you're the person on the bottom, you feel that pressure. Okay, building up. You might break a rib, hopefully not, but you might feel that pressure that's building up on you. Okay, same thing happens with the snow. That snow is going to keep piling up, piling up, piling up, and the stuff on the bottom is going to solidify even more and become a sheet of ice. And that is what makes a glacier. It either just keeps making a bigger sheet of ice. And so that's what has happened here. Is think of a giant sheet of ice on Ohio, Michigan, all over the place a long time ago. So what has happened is it's very cold, very wet, and eventually the sheet of ice starts to move and starts carving out this land. And that's what we see here, is these great, awesome glacier grooves here up in Kelly's Island. It's beautiful here. It's not a sheet of ice anymore, but we still get to enjoy it. Now, this sheet of ice is not moving very fast. It's maybe moving an inch, maybe two a day. So it's not moving very fast, but still, over time, can cause a pretty cool effect. The reason we get to keep these glacier grooves is because of the shutting down of all the quarries that were on Kelly's Island. It was very expensive for the quarries to run because they had to go all the way over Lake Erie, about half-hour ferry ride now. I don't know what it was then. And it was very expensive to ship those limestone pieces over the lake. It was just cheaper to do in Michigan and other parts of the country. So they shut down the quarries on Lake Erie. We get to keep it. It's very impressive. It's 396 feet long, 25 to 35 feet wide, depending on where you're standing, and 15 feet deep. Okay, so it gets very deep.
felt the world turn. You felt the world turn.
So this was not all just carved out by just a sheet of ice. The ice alone does not just carve this out. What happens is, think of a giant tidal wave. It's of ice, not just water, frozen water, pushing trees over, changing the course of streams. It's going to be carrying the rocks, the trees, the logs, everything with it. Okay? Again, this is moving very slowly, but it's still destroying all of the land and all of the rocks that come with it. Now, when it picks up a rock, it's going to drag it along with it. And so that is what it is actually carving it out. It is that rock that is being carried with it, carving it out. So you can see different types of grooves, smaller grooves and bigger grooves. It's amazing that it has carved out this beautiful structure of land with all these different types of rocks. And we still get to enjoy it.
And the waves will just keep crashing on your back until you finally cover your world. And you felt the world turn. And you felt the world